So it's about 12:30. I'm just laying here in my truck and went to Snooks. I got a whole bunch of lunch meat and 12 bagels. I made 12 sandwiches that last me 4 or 5 days. And I spent like $32 on all of it, I'm at the park right now, just kind of hanging out in the back. It's not even hot enough to have AC. It's 84 degrees right now. So, anybody who wants to get out on the open road and live like a nomad, just get up and go to work every day and invest and take care of your money. I mean, you guys are going to make a ton of money. I mean, I am flourishing out here, and I don't have any regrets about selling all the stuff that I once owned. This right here is actually my air conditioner. It was like $100, $109 on Amazon, and you fill it with water, cold water, and it cools this whole area that's maybe 50 square feet. That's pretty much it. That's just where I live. I got my EcoFlow back here. That's a 206, or actually a 512 watt hour. It's about a 600 watt generator, and over behind that fan I have my EcoFlow Mini that puts out 300 watts. So yeah, I'm set. Right there's my fire detector. I've got my CO detector right there, and there's another air conditioner down here. If I put ice in there and I turn that thing on, it'll drop the temperature in here by about 30 degrees, and it lasts about 4 hours. And that's one big bag of ice. So I only do that in extreme heat. When it gets above 95, I'll go ahead and get me a big bag of ice and just fill it up and really suck the heat out of this camper. But right now I'm at the park just hanging out, not having to fix anything, not having to repair anything. I'm just sitting in my truck that my total investment, I guess, was probably, the truck I bought was $10,000, and then the engine blew up, so that was unforeseen. So I had to put a new engine in it. That was $13,500. So I just decided to go ahead and do it. The price of buying a new car versus a used car is astronomical. And even though I've got $25,000 in this truck, this 07 F-150, it has a brand new engine, has a brand new power steering pump. I'm about to put a brand new air conditioning compressor on it as well. So by the time I'm done, I mean, it's just like, why would anybody buy an $80,000 truck, $50,000, even a $40,000 truck, a nice used one? Why would anybody do that when you could just buy an old truck, put a new engine in it, or fix what's wrong with it? First of all, if you're going to buy an old car, make sure it's a good old car and just fix what you need to. And then if you want to go live in it, you can do that, and you'll have the money, in your account to pay for anything you need to pay for if it comes to fixing it. And you give this a few years of investing, which I'm going to start showing you guys my investments as well. And you guys can make money. You guys can make sure your money is making you money while you're making money. Because what this is, I was married 3 times, had kids, had a house, had multiple cars, and my kids are grown now. I'm divorced. So, me living in a big house just doesn't make any sense. I'm just doing it for me, and I don't need much to survive. I mean, I can live on the basics, and I can live like a rich person. You know what I mean? I could have $1 million and still be living in this truck. It's just my personality. It's who I am. So anybody that ever thought about living in a truck, living in your tiny house, and that's really what this is. I don't even want to call it my truck. I just call it a tiny house. It's really all it is. This is all I need, honestly. And I've been doing this for close to 48 days now. actually 50 some odd days. The 28th of June to 8/17. You know, you guys do the math. I'm going on 2 months here very, very shortly, in about 11 days. So, you know, I don't regret it. I'm glad I made that decision. I sold everything I own just to live out here and do what I want to do. This is the weekend, and I'm not having the stress or a rush, and I can sit in my truck at the park. I can watch movies all day if that's what I choose to do, and watch some of my favorite YouTube channels for stock investing, and you know, see what the rich and the wealthy are doing to get rich and wealthy. Did you guys know that Elon Musk was also homeless? He actually lived in, him and his brother actually rented a very small office in this office building, and they both lived in there, and all they had was a couch and a floor, and they alternated as to who was going to sleep on the floor and the couch every other day. But him and his brother actually did that. Steve Harvey was another one. He lived out of his car for 3 years. And he makes it sound like, you know, it was a bad thing, and it wasn't. That was a great thing. That's one of the reasons he propelled and became a super millionaire. So, listen, I mean, the government doesn't want you guys to know that you can live in your car and that you can make tons of money. Not only money that you would originally save, but money that you would invest and grow and make sure that your money makes you money while you're making money. I mean, look at this view. Look at that view. It's just beautiful. Nice lake over here. Hardly anybody here. Some ducks and geese over there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're staring at me. Probably getting ready to run over, see if I got any food. But if I don't feed them, they kind of go away, you know. So, you know, my point is, if you guys want to get ahead, if you guys are struggling financially, good. Do something about it. You know, do what other people aren't willing to do, because that's what will set you apart from everybody else, you know. Anyway, that's all I got. I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys and give you guys an inside scoop on how I'm living my life now, how I'm adjusting, because I've never done this before. And I guess I was scared to do it before because, you know, the news will scare you to death. They say it's not safe. You'll be shot, killed, robbed. None of that stuff has happened to me. Nothing. Of course, I'm incognito too. I've got blackout curtains here that I put over the windows. My big window back there is blacked out. Once I'm in my truck for the night, then I'm in for the night. I don't give people an excuse to see me crawling in and out of my truck and then trying to call the authorities and say, hey, this guy, I think I saw this guy living in and out of his truck. You know, he's not supposed to be doing that. You know, that's illegal. Come make you leave or whatever. So when you find a good spot, it's good not to make sure nobody knows about it so you don't blow your spot up. You know, it's very, very important to just kind of sit back, sit incognito. If they don't know you're there, that's a good thing. They shouldn't know you're there. So, anyway, you guys got any questions or comments, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. If you guys like this video, subscribe. And if you guys are thinking about getting on the open road and getting out of your house or your rent that you're paying more than 70% on with your money, I can help. I can give you some expertise, what you need to do step by step to make sure that you don't have any regrets or consequences once you start living like this. All right? All right, I'm out of here.